I think it's pretty safe to say that when we examine the Skywalker saga within the Star Wars franchise, the characters that really do in fact matter the most are Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and yes, even Anakin Skywalker. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, Disney is actually developing over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects for Disney Plus alone. And now this really does speak volumes because it does tell us, the Star Wars fans, that they're currently very ambitious about the future of Star Wars and exactly where things are going. Whether it's out of a phase of damage control or just being very generous to the fans is still unknown. I'm leaning more toward the fact that yes, this is more around the lines of damage control by themselves, trying to handle the Star Wars franchise in a more respectful matter for the community. Now, Disney Plus is going to have, like I say, tons of animated and live action material when it comes to TV shows, and that they're also in negotiations of eventually bringing in animated movies into the works for Disney Plus. Kind of similar to the Clone Wars and stuff around those lines, right? So when we look at everything here for Star Wars, right, what they really want to do is that Bob Iger and Bob Chapek really want to evolve the franchise into something more, I guess you could say, attractive to the Star Wars fans, right? When we think about Star Wars fans, obviously a lot of them are very upset with how The Last Jedi went down, and of course how The Rise of Skywalker ended the Skywalker saga by J.J. Abrams, since Kathleen Kennedy initiated many of those different reshoots for the film. Now, with that being said, what's really intriguing about all of this, of course, is that since the release of The Rise of Skywalker back in December of 2019, both Disney and Lucasfilm have been actively working on the future of Star Wars, such as with their new Star Wars TV series and even a new Star Wars trilogy of films, also known as the fourth Star Wars trilogy. Now, it's explained that currently both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are working together as a team in order to create a better and brighter future for Star Wars and to evolve it to become as successful as the MCU. George Lucas is described to be actively working on the Kenobi TV series with the writers and the planned directors of the episodes that will bring a return of actor Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. Now, it's explained that George Lucas has been in the talks with actor James Earl Jones to reprise his role as the voice of Darth Vader for the Kenobi TV series, and that Lucas wants to make a plan to have James record his lines of dialogue even before they begin filming the TV show in order to have James hop on board for the project earlier than later. Now, the return of Vader is explained to be quite significant for the Kenobi series, and of course that Bob Iger and Chapek realized that the success from Rogue One as a film had to do with the introduction of Darth Vader in a different style, slaughtering the rebels. Now, Lucasfilm wants to bring an element of that back into the Kenobi TV series, exploring the life of Kenobi sensing the death of Jedi being killed by Vader across the entire galaxy and more, where Lucas is said to have just one episode for the Kenobi TV series in mind that's going to bring back Darth Vader, and he wants to have more than one episode also featuring Vader. Now, though there will only be 6 episodes, each episode will be exactly 1 hour long in length, and that it marks itself as successful as, of course, Disney plans to develop a season 2 for some time in 2024 if it indeed is successful. Now, additionally, it's explained that Lucas is set to bring back actor Hayden Christensen to step into the suit of Darth Vader for the Kenobi TV show, and that there even has been negotiations of bringing back the Emperor for the Kenobi show that will show a different side of Vader beginning to loathe the Emperor for controlling his life and destiny. The series is planned to have the same tone as Revenge of the Sith, and Lucas is guiding the creatives on exactly how to do this for the TV series on Disney Plus that is set 8 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith. As of now, there is no word on John Williams being involved or returning for the show. However, they are looking for a composer to developing similar tracks to Episode 3 from the Kenobi show, and that Lucas wants the series to feel like a 6-hour-long movie. So, like I've said, this is probably the most anticipated Star Wars project of all time, at least right now. Say what you will about the Disney Star Wars trilogy, I think that the Kenobi TV series is going to top that. I really do believe so. There's a reason, is because it's going to have the tone of Episode 3, it's going to feel like a direct sequel to Revenge of the Sith. Just think about this for a second, right? The fact that we have Ewan McGregor, a major actor of the Star Wars universe who portrayed Kenobi, is going to have his own TV show. It's going to be quite wild to see on Disney Plus and how it's all going to be laid out. Second, the fact that George wants to actually lay this series out as if it's a 6-hour-long movie and not really making it feel too low budget or feel like a TV show. He wants to make it feel like an actual movie, even though it's going to be a TV show. So that's another great thing, because that also gives Kenobi to have more character development and, of course, more screen time for many great things to happen, like the introduction of Vader. So him actually being in the talks with James Earl Jones and actually having him on board for the new TV series for Kenobi is a big plus. Now granted, James Earl Jones has been doing the voice of Vader even after the original trilogy and even after the prequels. He has been involved with other projects here and there. But this one's going to be quite big, besides Rogue One. This is going to be the big one. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.